Hello, hello, hello. Let me check the audio real quick. Make sure we're good to go here. How we doing? Of course, I got a little ad. Guys, I apologize about the internet right off the bat. Of course, I got a little ad. Guys, I apologize about the internet right off the bat. Okay, we're good to go. What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Good to see you. I haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks. I apologize. We didn't get a chance to live stream last week. Sometimes that happens. We've been really busy going through, having to do a lot of shit here on the channel. So, we've been a lot of real life things going on, with Christmas and what have you. You guys understand. But appreciate everybody who's in here tonight. MF Customs in the house. Hot Rod, Jimmer Willie. It's good to see all my members in green. If you guys want to check that join button out, become part of the channel. Appreciate everybody who's part of that. So, we've got a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to catch up on. Got a list of things here. Let me see. Let me look at my thumbnail. I already forgot what the hell it was. Let everybody get in chat for a moment. Where's this at? So we got the last video we did the 351 Windsor video where we took it apart. I think we talked about that couple weeks ago. We're going to talk about that again tonight, whether we're going to stay stock bottom end or talk about, stroker. We got a lot of things with, we're going to be talking about the Fox Days of Christmas. I promised y'all we would get you some stuff. I didn't get a whole lot of stuff. I didn't, had a couple companies that didn't ship the stuff out fast enough. So we'll see if it actually comes this week. Maybe we can have like a last minute giveaway with them too. So, 363 and Trick Flow got some news for them this past week when we went to PRI. Budgeting time, got a lot of, we're already end of December and we got some stuff going on. We got to get this white car off the lift. It's just been sitting there and we just been busy, guys. We've just been busy. We've been under snow most of the time. I mean, literally under snow, 6 feet. I think I got a water line break out here in front of my shop. Because if you don't know, the water lines like run underneath of like the sides of the road and shit. So like I'm on a dead end road right here with the shop, and the neighbors' water lines run from the street all the way to their house, and it broke on one side 2 years ago or a year ago, and it like imploded like at the end of my shop like driveway, and like the whole pavement and like all the fill and stuff kind of went down into like a little bit like 6 inches down and. It's still wet. So I think that's a shitty situation we got to deal with. It is what it is. That's life. Again, this is a live. So if you got any tech questions, you want to ask me any foxbody related shit, you want to talk about some car shit, hit me up in the chat next to me over here or whatever. So again, I appreciate all my guys in green. Appreciate everybody for, being part of the channel. So. What's up, Scott? Good to see you. Do you have a part number for that crank, the 351 stroker with the 302 pistons? It's in the video. Like if you go actually watch the video, the complete guide one that I just put out a couple weeks ago, it shows you the crankshaft part number. It's an Eagle 3. Just look up Eagle 3.85 crankshaft. Ford 3.85 crankshaft. It'll come up in Google. I probably do it right now. Merry Christmas, Ron. Merry Christmas, everybody. We only got about 3 days. I hope you guys got a lot of your Christmas shopping done. I was fortunate enough to get most, if not all of it done. Had a couple surprise gifts that I think some of my family members are going to like. It kind of sucks this time of year. I mean, it's a little disappointing because you get into that point where you're like, I don't know if you guys still get Christmas gifts or not, but I mean, I get Christmas gifts, but it's not expected. You get into that frame of mind, of being a business owner and, you just take care of your people. And that's basically like Christmas for me. You know what I mean? And it kind of carries over into the channel if you really think about it, because, I'm always trying to find stuff, from some of my, people that support the channel, some of the sponsors and people that are part of the channel. I always try to find stuff to give away. And just give back to the community. It's just one of those things, you know what I mean? It's just, you don't expect that Christmas. You just want to have a good one with your family, hope that everybody's happy and kind of get through it and shit, so. Hey man, I'm building a forged 393. I can't figure out what cam. What duration? Well, I mean, the shift point, honestly, if you're going to build a fully forged 393, you know, you got to figure out what do you want to do with the motor? Are you going to boost the motor? Are you going to NA motor? Is it going to be compression or boost? And what, you know, what kind of fuel? There's a lot of little things, you know, worrying about shift point should be something that's later on down the road. You gotta kind of figure out the camshaft. You know, I'm not trying to make you feel dumb or anything. I'm just saying, you know, you're kind of putting the cart before the horse. You know, when you're going to build a motor, you're naturally aspirated or boosted, you got to kind of go through the whole idea of what you want to, you know, what you're trying to accomplish in the end with the engine. You know what I'm saying? So what's up, Lamar Richardson? Good to see you. Lamar won the what'd you win? The N41 camshaft? That's right. So he got that camshaft a couple weeks ago. We also did a enter to win B303 or what was it? E303 cam. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That actually ended up going pretty well. Happy birthday, Mustang guy. Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you stopping in on your birthday to talk some shit with some car friends. How about a forged 357? So let's get right into the 351 deal. So I think we need to take a moment and step back. We did the video with the 351 Windsor, and you can see in the thumbnail, it's about the black car. The one thing I can't stand about my black car is seeing that shit on jack stands. You know, a year ago when we were heading into the winter for the winter builds, the white car was running. We were changing. The only thing we had to do was change over to the Holly harness. Black car was running good. 387 was pretty still fresh in there. Dad's car ran. It was nice because I was able to go into the winter and not worry about shit, right? But now I got with the coupe coming in, the coupe's a completely new build. White car's half torn apart. Black car's motor sitting in the machine shop having to go. I mean, it's kind of like the tale of two different years, and it's kind of I don't know. It's kind of depressing. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I'm always talking to you guys about getting shit off the jack stands, and I'm over here sitting on jack stands, like all of them. I don't think I have a spare jack stand in this damn garage, but it is what it is. We're gonna get through it. And I'm gonna bring that shit to the channel, show y'all. We're gonna struggle together. I want this 96 roller motor from my local yard for Christmas. Well, go get it for show. So the forged 350. So if you watched the other video that we did, we had another 351 Windsor sitting over here, but it was kind of in bad shape. So what I'm actually thinking about doing is I had two of them on the stand. This one's got a really, really nice standard bore. The old 387, I'm thinking about doing the 387 build again with a different block and a different motor. And we'll just save that other one for like a 408 build or something, the old 387. And I'm thinking about pulling this old 351 back out, doing a video on it and seeing how bad it is underneath, and doing a stock bottom end build. We talked about those damn forged pistons on the channel for like 3 years. Like ever since we did the 357 build years and years and years ago, if you guys remember that. I think it's time to pull that shit back out. And instead of doing a stock block, stock bottom end, stock piston build, especially a turbo build, man, come on. Those damn cast pistons will disintegrate, especially what I'm trying to do to them. But I got those forged pistons that we could take over and check the ring lands on, which I think they're fine. And we could use that block that we don't want to use, that probably needs a bore, get it tanked, pretty much put it in the same exact scenario that's over here on the stand right here. And I could just rebuild both of them. You know, I want to do this stock bottom end build. It won't take very long. We would end up boring a block, end up using the pistons that we wanted to use for so long. And we're going to put trick flow heads on. We're done with AFR, which is going to bring me to my next scenario here in a minute about trick flow. But we're pretty much done with AFR cylinder heads. So if you're curious about what I'm talking about, we'll get into that here in a minute. By the end of the video, though, we are going to be, it is Christmas time. So there's a reason why I put torque boxes on the damn thumbnail. So I told you guys we were going to be doing a little bit of Fox Days of Christmas this year. We weren't going to go blow it out of the water and give away $4,000 worth of shit like we did 2 years ago. It was wonderful, but it was wonderfully horrible, if that makes any sense. Because like I had to ship all that shit. And I was so excited about giving away like 34 items on the channel. I was like, man, I got this guy and I got this guy and I got this guy. And then I get the shipping bill and it was like $900. So I was like, I wasn't mad at it, but I was like, God, nah, that's a lot of shit. So anyways, we're going to be, we definitely going to be giving some stuff away. I got McLeod. McLeod actually sent me 10 banners. So we're going to get back into the banner thing. I don't know what's going on with Hanlon. I know Hanlon's in the channel right now, but I know that there's some, he's got some banners on order for us to give away as well. And as soon as the first of the year hits, and the Tremec's going to be sending me another pack. So Stifflers, McLeod, Hanlon, Tremec, we should have enough banners for the whole damn year. So we're going to be giving them back away every Sunday if you guys like that stuff. So I thought that was always pretty good. As any motor build starts with what your goals are, you're 100% right. So that's exactly what I was trying to tell the guy above with his build. I mean, as far as like camshaft selection, it's pretty much at the point to where are you going to boost it, you're going to NA it, or it's going to be kind of a bolt. There's some camshafts out there that are work pretty well on both of them. There's some things you need to look for, like, load separation, the duration, piston, the valve, what cylinder head are you using, what piston are you using? You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot that goes into building an engine. Most of it's subjective to where you can, most of it will work together, but it just depends on how much you want to min-max it. Does that make any sense? That's a good word. What's up, Shelby County? Troy Prescott, good to see you guys. Broken Tool Garage in the house. Appreciate you guys spending a little bit of time with me on the Christmas week, Christmas weekend, really. That's kind of both. Since Christmas is in the middle week, it's kind of like both of them are Christmas weekend. And then we're going to have, New Year's at the same damn time. Dude, it's already New Year, bro. It's like a week and a half. It's already freaking New Year. I ain't done shit to my coupe. I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't going to be ready when the weather changes, unless the weather goes into May. We ain't going to be ready. But we're going to give it a shot. We're going to give it a shot. I'm telling you. But it's going to be tough. And you guys we're going to struggle together. I'm telling y'all, we're going to struggle together to get this shit done. And it's not going to be perfect, but nothing on my channel is perfect. I got a go car, not a show car. Jackson Summers, 525 crank horsepower. The pistons are DSS. Nice build. KP, why not go big block? Okay, so big block just really isn't my thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with big block, the 460s and the stroking out the 460s or whatever. They have their place, but it's not really something. I mean, for what we're trying to do here in the channel, we're going to stick the small block Ford push rod. We're going to get into the Yodis eventually. We're going to do that cleaver build. That's just going to be an engine build, though. That's not really going into anything. And that's going to be a pretty exotic, like different build, like something that you don't just rush on. Like, I already know the whole sequence of events that has to happen with the stock bottom end build or the 387. I already know what needs to happen and what the next step is, and I can plan that shit. You know what I mean? Whereas a big block, I don't know what I'm doing really so much with that. I mean, I'm not familiar with the engine and what it's probably the same process. It probably wouldn't take, that big of a deal, but, learning the Yodi and getting into the modular stuff is going to be kind of where I got to take small steps to kind of learn the whole, the whole engine, you know what I mean? The whole process, the timing chains and the four camshafts and the variable timing. And you see what I'm saying? So there's a lot there. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, Ford Tech. Good to see you, brother. Jackson Summers, Super Victor intake 750 double pumper. Nice. I got a truck with a 351 Cleveland. Now, let me tell you what. Cleveland would definitely be a cool build to do on their channel. 100%. But, they don't make a lot of Cleveland. I mean, they don't make a lot of Cleveland engines. They didn't. It was only for a handful of years back in the 60s and 70s. So, Windsors are just always been my thing with us on the channel here. Neo, could you build a small block Ford with your eyes closed? Why try to? That's right. That's, for what we're trying to achieve power wise, there's really makes no sense for us to just, unless we're stepping into the modular or the Yodis, then there's really no sense for us to do it. But hang on one second. All right. I got a box here. So we're going to talk real quick about Fox Days at Christmas. And for you guys who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, new to the channel, whatever, we've given away some car parts quite a bit this whole year. Well, we've given away banners or whatever, but every year, we didn't do it last year. We didn't do the Fox Days of Christmas last year, but you know, I try to reach out to some companies and see if they're interested. Like I said, we got Trick Flow, Hanlon, McLeod. Who else did we have? We're doing something right now. Trick Flow, Hanlon, McLeod, Team Z. I think that's it. I reached out to a couple other companies, but it was just too late. You know what I mean? It was just too late in the year. A lot of them are on break after PRI. And we went to PRI, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But yeah. From a good experience of a big block and a fox body is too heavy. Get the suspensions, act right, coming from a 600 NA big block from Nitrous experience. I got you. Coyote on boost is king right now. Well, I get it. Coyote's it's a badass motor. At least it's not an LS, right? Stifflers. Stifflers was the other one. Yes. So let me bring up some of my footage. Hang on a second. So this is tomorrow's video, so you guys got to promise to
route to Indianapolis, Indiana, where we're going to be attending the performance racing.
So PRI was actually a really cool.
To bring it to you in the channel, give you an idea what it looks like. PRI is one of the biggest events of the year for us. It's kind of marks towards the end of the year for the race season. Lots of vendors, lots of enthusiasts, good friends, and good time.
It doesn't have any sound. I don't know why.
Made our way over to the Trick Flow booth.
You can see how big it is. I mean,
with some of our friends here on the channel and check out some of the new products they got. At the Trick Flow,
we usually have a video on Tuesday, but we decided to do it tomorrow because Tuesday is Christmas Eve. I don't want to release a video on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. So,
heads, an intake,
talking
and
about
a man.
63.
If you haven't already followed the channel, you know these are the same cylinder.
Show you guys this, and this is tomorrow's video. Like I said. Yes. So you have to have a membership. So PRI is kind of the end of the year. Let me change the layout here. Nope. Nope. Yep. Nope. This sucks. I'm trying to change the layout so it looks right. So anyways, PRI is the end of the year. It's called Performance Racing Industry. It's almost like a SEMA thing for racing. So it's kind of a nice show to go to. If you race during the season, you know, during the year, it's kind of the end of the year kind of reset, you know, kind of like the government does every election or whatever. They do like a reset, you know, everybody takes the time to, you know, some people in the South are still racing and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think it gets pretty cold in the South still today, you know, 30s and 40s and 50s or whatever. It doesn't maybe snow down there, but I don't know. I don't live in the South. And Florida's probably 70 degrees. California's probably 70 degrees, but pretty much everywhere else is cold. So anyways, PRI is at the end of the year where a lot of the vendors, I mean, these booth spaces are like $2,500 for like 10 by 10s. So you can imagine how expensive and bougie that shit is. But all the companies that are, you know, in the racing industries with clutches and transmissions and turbos and, you know, hardware, hell, even CNC machines, they're all there. There's 2,000 vendors there. You can't walk through it in one. I mean, you could if you were trying to power walk and get a little exercise, but in order to get the enjoyment of the whole show, you kind of need to just kind of take your time. And they got a lot of like new products and stuff that you can kind of see. And, you know, kind of going through the video really.
And also a big shout out to Tyler, as this is where we were going to give away the trophy. But that's it for 2024. So we got to head home, get our plans ready for 2025 on what we're going to do.
I got this video coming out tomorrow. So take a peek at it. You get a chance to take a peek at it. If you get a chance to go to PRI, fly in. There's hotels everywhere. It's in the convention center right next to Lucas Field. There's shuttle buses that shuttle everybody everywhere, so you don't have to worry about parking and shit. You get a chance to see, you know, there's a lot of influencers, content creators, whatever you want to call us. I kind of hate that word, but, you know, the people that you've seen on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, a lot of folks go there. You get a chance to meet them and say hello. And a lot of the good vendors, you know, the people that you talk to, like, you know, the Trick Flows and the McLeods, the ACT was there for clutches. A lot of good stuff. Liberty Gears. So yeah, you know, we did a, you know, 12 or 15 minute video of it, just my little experience, what I could do. So you have to do like a membership fee, if I'm not mistaken. It's like $40. So I don't know what that really goes to, but you know, you get access to a bunch of stuff, and yeah. So it isn't free, but kind of free. I don't know. What's up, Silent One? Good to see you, bro. We were racing last weekend with BJ and Clifton, but it was a little bit too cold this weekend. Yeah, I get you, man. So you're down in Tennessee. So how about them balls last night? Got Buckeye Boy right here saying, I do like my football. I ain't gonna lie. I'm Buckeye at heart. So anyway, Neo, do you go to the CAM seminar? Did you go to no? That's a dope experience. Hoping to be there next year. So like I said, you know, it's you guys really good. You know, you got a chance to walk around. I mean, there's just so much shit here. Comedic. Oh man, there's just so much. I barely got any.
Worked on power seats, non-power from 70 here at the show. Worked from like, 79 to 04. Worked on power seats.
Melling. You know, the Ross pistons, Molnar rods, engine builds, drift builds. Just so much stuff, so much good stuff. Yeah, we definitely brought it. Chilling with the kids. Ness feeling need for another Fox Edge. Hell yeah, let's go. Hell yeah, let's go. Anyways, behind me, we'll come back to the PRI. I'll talk that in a little bit. I don't know if you guys went to PRI, chime in and chat. Let me know. I seen some people there. We said hello, and they were digging my little stick shift shit. And if you guys already know, where we got. We've been trying to push some merch, and we've been doing pretty good with it. And I appreciate you guys who have been part of that. I do have an X cam. Now, I was just looking at some of my camshafts over there because I told you I kind of want to do like an enter to win shit to get rid of some of my good use stuff that I'll never actually use anymore. Maybe somebody else will. I got some stuff. I looked at the X cam and it's got some pitting on the lobe. Now, to be honest with you, it's probably not that big of a deal, but if I'm going to give away something, it needs to be in really good condition, I think. You know what I mean? I don't want to be getting nobody no junk. You know, I don't know. I got some things. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. We did an enter to win like 3 weeks ago with the E cam, and you know, I sold like 10 hats, and it paid for. I made $50 on the camshaft, and it paid for the shipping. So I was happy with that. I mean, sure, I could have put that E303 up and made a little bit more money, but it's not about that. So I thought that was a pretty good move. But I do have some other shit that I need to be getting rid of. I'm going to be honest with you. I got too much shit. So we have been pushing the merch pretty hard. So when you buy merch from me, it's a fulfillment thing with Mike Johnson at 417 Fox. And it's pretty fire. And we got stick shift life stuff in there. We got the transmission stuff that's unbranded. We sent some stuff to 50 Tussin. You guys who follows Rod here on the channel? Rod, I've been following Tuss since I was 1,000 subscribers. Long time. Budget foxbody, baby. Man, it's a shame he's down in Florida though. Like, it's a shame I'm here in Ohio, really. I mean, shit, I should be in the South, but definitely some cool banging gears shit going on down there with old Rod and Tussin. So you made Rodney happy with those shirts. Yeah, for sure. Yep. So that guy's, I'm telling you, man, Rod is a stick shift legend. Like I just had to. When I designed that T5 shirt, that's over at neomustangs.com. It's on the site. And he showed that he probably sold like that wasn't the point. Like I wasn't giving him something so it could, you know, sell more. You know what I mean? I was just like, when I made that T5 T-shirt, the first person I thought of was Brutal and freaking and Rod and 50 Tuss. I'm like, I'm fitting to send them for free. You know, I'm fitting to send them you know, T-shirts for free. I don't care. They don't even have to show them on the channel. They've been banging gears with T5s with us for so many years. Like it was like a respect thing. You know what I mean? I was just like, I like it. It's pretty hot. It's pretty awesome. I appreciate that 860 Fox. Appreciate that. Vance Cooper in the house. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, so I do appreciate those guys. I ended up selling about 10 or 15 T5 shirts after he had showed that on his channel. But I've sent him merch before with my brand on it. This stuff was unbranded. I felt the Stick Shift Life stuff needed to kind of stay unbranded. It's more about, you know, the transmission and the genre in the car, that niche or whatever you want to call it of car racing more than it is anything about me. I still had my sponsors on it though, so it was pretty cool. So I left that there. Anyway, when do those Stiffler's seat extenders come out? Do you know? First, okay, so I'm trying to get. Let me see if I can get the speakers to work. Hang on one second. Okay, so yeah, okay, so my let me make sure that I don't mess my audio up. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna bring up another clip. Yes. So let me present the other clip. If I can find it. Stifflers with Brian and Tom Clark.
We don't want you to do.
I did a little bit of a promo. I got to go into my settings real quick. Audio speaker output should be default Realtek. Let's try that one. Are we doing okay still with our default? Okay, there we go. We're good to go. We're good to go. Just give me 1 second here. Coming back. Here we go. So we're here with Stifflers with Brian and Tom Clark.
We don't want you to do a set of seat rail extenders.
Check out these extenders. So, and I talk about it in my video tomorrow. If you're 6 foot or you're a heavier set, one of the biggest problems that you have with the Foxbody Mustang is the fact that it's small. Like getting in and out of it's a nightmare. You hit your head on the damn ceiling and shit. I got a buddy of mine that I raced with a couple times on the NMRA circuit, Chris Welch. He drives a red convertible, like a 7-second convertible Foxbody, fast as hell, supercharged, super nice dude. Met him in Gainesville, hit it off right out the bat, man. Super good dude. Parked next to him. Anyways, he was telling me about him. He actually made. I asked him. I said, "Man, you're like 6'5". Do you have a problem with the getting in and out of the car?" He's like, "No, I made my own seat rails." And he showed me the extenders. These weren't Stiffler ones, but they were kind of similar build. But Brian engineered a set of heavy duty using the same 1/4-inch steel that he uses for the drive shaft loop stuff. He actually engineered some seat rails that are fit from 79 to 04, and it actually pulls them back and drops it. So it makes it so it's a lot easier for the people who are a little bit taller and a little bit heavier set to kind of get in and out of the Foxbody and feel more comfortable in it. So we're going to start this over. So we're here with Stifflers with Brian and Tom Clark.
We don't want you to do a set of seat rail extenders here at the show. We'll work from 79 to 04, work on power seats, non-power.
You can see how they work.
No mods required.
So right now, where his hand's at, that would be forward. And you can see how it drops it down. And the holes that's in front of the stud sticking out is how far back it is. So it's back about 4 to 6 inches. And it's dropped about 1.5 inches. I didn't get the specifics on it, but I think Brian threw some numbers at me before I left. But that's game changer. And that's 1/4-inch steel too. So you ain't bending that shit. I don't care how big you are, bro. Whoops.
We don't want you to do a set of seat rail extenders.
He's also got this other things coming out. I'm going to show you right here.
From 79 to 04, work on power seats, non-power seats, no mods required for the
I think this is first quarter 25.
6 foot or over. We've got.
This is Q1 as well. I think the seat rail extenders are new Q1, and this right here, these coilover.
Our rear coilover kit.
Now, this is a bolt-in set. This isn't a weld-in set. So this will bolt into the factory location in tub, and he has them in non-mini tub right now, or mini tub cars, but he's going to be doing the refabrication, changing a few things so they can put, like I'm going to put them in my black car. Like he's going to send me a set to put on the channel to show you guys.
This one here is for a mini tub car. We also have it coming out for a non-mini tub. and these will be available in Q1 of 2025.
Okay.
So over here, some of our cross members of different
cross members that we, I think this is
applications.
some of the stuff that we're going to be possibly giving away for Fox Days of
And of
Christmas
course,
next
drive
week.
shaft safety
Drive
loops,
shaft
upper
loop,
control
cross
arm
member.
for the F-150.
Here we have our always famous fit system.
Check out the
Sell a
spit
ton of
system.
these.
I didn't know it was.
Subframe connectors on steroids.
So this, they're attached to the subframes and also has its own transmission mount. Let me tell you what, that transmission mount, that's huge. That transmission mount right there alone, if you guys take a peek at your transmission mount, I guarantee it's tweaked. That's a shitty little weld there. If there's one thing you should gusset, and you got your car to where you can weld it under the car without setting it on fire in the damn house or in the damn inside, then go ahead and weld that factory bracket up. I mean, for sure. This actually replaces it.
And this display also has our cross member and drive shaft safety loop.
So this is perfect. This is like a one stop right here. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, that's the bottom view of the car right there.
Sweet. Pretty awesome. I wanted to show you guys that. I think it's pretty far. But anyway, moving on. We've seen them at PRI. We actually went out to dinner with Brian and the crew and, you know, had a good time with Handler Motorsports, Andrew and Zach. So anyway, yeah. So as far as Fox Days of Christmas, tonight we're going to be giving away a set of torque boxes. Torque boxes are probably one of the things you need to be looking at on your car when you're underneath of it. You can bolt them in and not have to weld anything in. You don't have to weld them in, but it's probably better you do. But you know, if you don't have access to a welder, you can get yourself some drills and some drill bits. You can technically put torque box reinforcements in, you know, kind of on jack stands or whatever to kind of reinforce. One of the biggest issues that Fox bodies suffer from is torque boxes. And it's one of the main reasons why the white car is kind of getting put to the side. I don't want to go any faster than in the white car because it's not technically safe enough. We went 890s with it and a couple times, and we torque boxes don't look very good. So we got to basically do to the white car what we did to the coupe. That's why the coupe is lighter, it's stronger, it's safer. One of the reasons why Tyler Garlock also switched over from his Cobra Jet car to a Fairlane because it had already been tubbed and already set up. It's just way safer for, you start going 160, 170 miles an hour, start getting a little bit worried or whatever. But how close am I to finishing the 351 with the 3 boss heads? We're not doing them yet. We got a couple engine builds we have to do before that. That's just something that we're going to be doing in 25. I'm going to be all over that tick steering wheel hub. Yeah. Have you seen, never seen you with a carb automatic? Yeah, we'll probably never have an automatic. I mean, I won't say that. I think Cousin Paul, I take that back. I think Cousin Paul and I decided that we're going to we're going to bring a C4 to the channel. Like Cousin Paul can bang some gears, but what we're doing with the stock bottom end 351 is going to go right into his clapped out coupe anyways. And he's going to drive Dad's car a little bit more next year. And we got Dad's car on the, we still got to go to the dyno and do some tuning since Dave's back from PRI. So we've got some things we've got a lot of content. We've always got content here on the channel to bring you guys. You guys are going to be interested in. So nothing to worry about. But once, we wanted to kind of revisit the whole 351 stock bottom end turbo build in the black car while we rebuild the 387 and do content on it. So it's just not, just don't have shit just sitting around rotten. You know what I mean? So you should check out the Budget 351 bracket racer. Took a lot of inspiration from your videos, man. I appreciate that, man. I think I'm going to buy my 16-year-old a set of torque box reinforcements. He's putting a 351 HCI engine out of his truck and putting it in a foxbody he just bought. So that's 100% one of the first mods you should do. We have years and years of live streams, very active live streams, whiteboard stuff where we write everything down and shit of just top 10 mods when you first buy a foxbody. We've done a lot of that. And that's something that we'll probably do at the end of the year. Beginning of next year, just kind of kick off 25, some of the things that's changed in Fox bodies in the last couple of years and just kind of revisit some of the old stuff that we talked about a couple of years ago, just for folks like yourself. I mean, we got 965 videos on our channel, so it probably has been talked about half dozen times at least. Especially the torque boxes and stuff. So, anyways, yeah, C4. Shout out to cousin Paul. Yes, right. We had been talking about it last week. I'm like, listen, man, it'd be nice to see you in a, we got a C4 that we could use. It doesn't have a trans brake, but I mean, if you got a small baby turbo on it, you're not gonna need no trans brake anyways, brother. So, it'd be fun. It'd be just a fun little build. So, but we're definitely going to go ahead and give away torque boxes here in a few, as I think that that's it's something from us here on the channel, and I think that's one of the best first mods you can do. And just do me a favor, when we do start to get into doing the giveaway, if you don't need them, just don't go in on them. I don't care how many times you go in. If you spam it too much, I'm gonna pass you up. But I don't really care. I mean, it's at the point that I'm trying to help people. We're trying to give things away that's going to be helpful to people versus people, giving away stuff that they can sell. So I get it. So it is what it is. Shelby County, appreciate the $5 super chat. What do you think about 202 valves on the new SVE heads on the 306? The reliefs are bigger than factory, but not quite as sure about the, is that Speedmaster pistons space? What is that? I'm not really sure. I guess as long as I would check piston to valve regardless of what you're doing, brother, just to be sure. As far as, do you think 202 valves on the new SVE? I think it would be fine. I don't know what the CC chamber is on SVE, Kent. So I'm assuming they're 64s, 62s. I guess if you didn't go with too big of a camshaft, you'd be all right. Any thoughts on the C6 automatics? Too heavy. Good trans, though. Bowman 21. Yeah, what do you think of the C6 and a fox body? Yeah, it's too heavy. I'm building in 393 with old school Canfield. Woo! Ha! You know what? We had a chance to get a set of old school Canfields over at the Carlisle. We will be going to Carlisle this year, by the way, 2025. I think I mentioned that many times over, but I want to go shopping. I'm going to buy a bunch of God bless the swap meet shit. I'm a swap meet guy. That's what we do. Anyway, yeah, I had a chance to buy a set that needed refreshed, but he still wanted like $1,500 for him. I'm like, are you crazy? I mean, I could get that on dealer cost for some trick flow stuff, maybe. I don't know. I don't. I'm out, bro. I won them last year. It's all good, baby. And I appreciate that, Mustang guy. Thinking out for other folks. 56cc is kind of tight, bro. Kind of tight. I did that miserable torture of torque box reinforcements this summer on my back. I'm not going to win them tonight. Bro, I know the struggle of that shit. That's why that lift's sitting here in my shop. I ain't getting them. I ain't crawling around on no damn ground. Neither is cousin Paul. Neither is Fred. We ain't crawling around on no damn ground no more. Hell with that shit. I want to do some upgrades with the shop. So, I'm going to be kind of doubling down on the business next year. And we're going to actually, like, my area out in front of my shop looks like ass. Like, it used to be rocked and looked really nice, but that was like 5 years ago. So we got to get that. I think we're going to do that asphalt, that, what do you call that shit? That ground up asphalt, grounds, whatever. I guess you can get it pretty cheap. We're going to do the whole damn driveway. Like, it's got to look legit, man. I want to try to do some more content on the channel, man, but 100% don't want to be doing that shit in the dirt and with ruts and grass growing through my damn rocks. I mean, I don't really care how it looks really, but I'm trying to get a little more legit. You know what I mean? And maybe even stick one of them damn, I'm going to stick a lift outside, take the motor and put it inside when it's cold out and don't use it during the winter, but put some big, I don't know how far you got to go down with the big cement blocks, but I think you got to go down, for the base of the lift. I think you got to go down 6 or, a foot. I don't know. I don't know. Always check piston and valve. Too many variables. You're 100% right. I took 2-inch first disc. I took a 2-inch first disc to my pistons. Yeah, that works. Speed Pro. would you ever do a NOS? Like a, I don't know what you were asking. What up, NJC Fox? Good to see you, man. Another member in the house. Big Mike in the house. Good to see you, brother. Hot Rod Lincoln. I don't think I even said hello to you earlier. Neo, do you think that nitrous kit you had on your dad's car? Yeah, I still got it. I still got an A trim. I still got the baby nitrous kit. I still got the trick flow nitrous kit, or the GT40 one, the plate kit. Shit, what else we got? We got a couple turbo kits. That's why we're doing a stock bottom M351, because I got all this shit sitting around. I ain't doing nothing with it. Like, I don't want to really get rid of it because we put them on different cars and have a little bit of fun with them like we're about to do. But I don't want to be doing a whole full-blown build, but we're going to anyway. Like, we're going to change the black car up a little bit, and we'll go back to the 387 because I'm going to get back into my muffler videos. I promised you guys all them muffler videos, and we only did like 3. I'm trying to do the vibrant ones. I'm trying to do the neighbor haters. I'm trying to do the Flowtech Warlocks. I'm trying to do all of them. Magnaflow, all that shit. I have a 351 Windsor standard OEM rectangular dish pistons. Talking about the fish bowls, doing a rebuild, but I want to run any cam, give any tips. So you got to be careful with running the stock pistons with a camshaft, because I think you actually have to clearance the edge of the fish bowl for the valve, especially anything above 202. Something like that. Them parts getting too hard to find and get rid of. You're right. Hot Rod, we ain't getting rid of nothing, baby. Those that A-trim supercharger, that's like entry level stuff. You put an FMU on, make 350 wheel. I think that's what we did with the dad's car. Dad's car's got a super budget turbo build on it that we did a couple years ago. That's another video that we've done on the channel many years ago. Like I probably had $300 in that turbo kit, to be honest with you. I'm also saving up for a TKX. I don't know which ratio to go with. All right, so I'm going to answer this question the best I can. So if you're going to do a TKX, okay, say you want to buy a TKX, and you're not really sure, even the T56, you're not really sure which ratio to go with. Either ratio will work. What I'm going to tell you about the T56 is there's a gear drop. You probably are like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, you'll go first, second, third really fast, and then you shift the fourth, and there's like literally, okay, white car launches, I push the second, push the third. If I'm running a quarter mile, I even have to shift about 550 feet for the 8th mile, push the fourth, okay, 7,200 RPM. I think that's where we were at. Like, it'll go from 7,000 RPM and drop to 4,800. That's how much of a gear ratio drop there is between 3 and 4 on the 2.97 first gear, which I don't remember what the factory T56 number was, but T56 comes in 2 gear ratio first gears, 297 and 266. The 266 is a wider, is it closer ratio? I can't remember. And if you go 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 are all nice and even. TKX is the same way on pretty much both of them, both the 287 and the 327. So there's not much of a difference there in gear drop, but I will warn you, if you're going to buy a T56, get the 266 and gear up your motor or gear up your axle in the back. That's how you kind of offset that shit. See what I mean? You'll be in first gear a little bit longer, second gear. Make sure you put a good 373 or even a 410. You could put a nice gear ratio in the back axle with a 266 first or a 287 first TKX, T56, probably confusing the shit out of you. The lower the first gear is for the T56 or TKX, the higher the gear in the axle. You want more of an even transfer between the 4 ratios. I'm just being honest. I mean, I like the 297. Don't get me wrong. I get out of the hole pretty quick, but it's not the transmission I should have faceplated. My next upgrade is an 8.8 axle. Hell yeah. Make sure you weld that shit up. That's actually, again, what we're going to be doing. It's one of the videos we're going to be trying to complete with McBride Racing. We had been trying to get our axles over there to get them reinforced, but, you know, that's like 3 weeks ago. And we just got behind. Not even going to lie to you. But, hell yeah. We'll get an F303 camshaft, or we'd be safe to run with the rectangular parts. So we're about 45 minutes into the live stream. I wasn't going to live stream for too long tonight, unless we started talking some foxbody shit that I got into. What have we talked about? Fox Days of Christmas. Talked about PRI. Okay, so the 363 in trick flow. This is what we're going to talk about. Let's go ahead and do the torque box giveaway first. So it's free to enter right here in live chat. It's not for, you can't enter outside of live chat. So we'll do hashtag torque, TORQUE. Now these are a set of, hold on, I'll grab it real quick. Sitting on my shelf for a couple years now. I was going to give them away on a live chat a while ago, but I decided to just go ahead and wait until now. I don't even remember where these even came from, but I think I bought these for Dad's car or something. I don't remember. But Dad's car has already been done. So brand new in a box. They've been sitting here for a couple years and still haven't rusted yet. Check it out. Nice. So these are super, super important. I bought these from LMR. They weren't given to us. Yeah, nice set. It comes with the hardware. These are the uppers with the hardware. Like I said, you only really need a drill. You only really need a drill to put these in, but they need to be welded in eventually. But they'll do what they need to do. You know, they'll do what they need to do. Like you can just kind of drill them into the floor. And this is where one of the lower control arms work. Bolt goes to. Nice set right here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So this is from us to you. From Neomustangs to Fox Days of Christmas. We got some. We'll talk about the other stuff behind me here in a second. Man, I almost sat on the damn blade. I guess I would have heard a little bit. We'd have been shutting that damn live stream down in a hurry. Anyway, yeah, we got some other some other nice shit over here to give away that we're going to be showing here in a second, and then we'll talk about the couple other things. What do we have? I'm going to be talking about the 363 in the coupe, and yeah, and then we'll finish up the live stream. Yes, sir. So like I said, I'm going to be doing a video tomorrow instead of Tuesday or Wednesday. So obviously for obvious reasons. And then we're going to have another one on either Thursday or Friday, most likely Thursday. We got to get this block. I think we're going to tear the other block down, do a video on it. And we're going to take both of them over to Dave over at Dog Performance Racing Engines to get hot tanked and decked in one of them board. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We're just finishing up David Willis's motor. So if you're in chat, David Willis, yes, sir. We're going to be finishing that motor up this week and getting it in an engine bag. And I'm actually going to have it here, show it off a little bit on the channel. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give these away. Crazy how many people are actually here and don't comment until this. Well, that's all right. You know what I mean? I just talk a bunch of foxbody shit. So, I mean, if you guys, some people just like to watch. It's kind of like a podcast thing. And that's why I like to do them every Sunday. Bring something a little bit different to the channel instead of you hear me, yapping all day on these videos and shit. So next week, we're going to be giving away the stuff we're about to talk about on another Fox Days of Christmas, because it's kind of Christmas is in the middle of the week. And so hopefully I can get either Foxcast Media or Brutal, or maybe even Hanlon or somebody. Maybe I can get somebody to join me next Sunday for the giveaway. And we'll talk a little bit of shit about like 351s and Yodis again. That was pretty fire last time we did that. Like the cost of it and like, the expectations, especially if we had me and Brutal on one side and Hamlin and Foxcast on another. That would be pretty cool because you got your Coyote guys and you got your that live stream would get out of hand in a hurry. Push Rod versus Yodi. That would be pretty fire. I don't know what y'all think about that, but let me go ahead and spin it. Stop at the top. Again, how this works is I just go through and just kind of mouse through, look away, and just start clicking. So hopefully I don't click my own name. So here we go. Matt Wright. Congratulations, brother. You won the Torque Box reinforcements. He's actually a member too. So I appreciate you, Matt Wright, for being part of the membership too. It's the join button in the bottom of all my channels. I appreciate it. I always talk about it, and I always appreciate my members that are in my chat. They get it, they help me make decisions here on the channel and help put towards doing some things like this. So congratulations, Matt Wright, on the Torque Box reinforcements, man. Put them to good use. Nice. Matt's always in chat too. Appreciate all your effort, brother. Oop. Maybe where did he go? Okay. Anyways, yeah. So next week, you're not gonna want to miss next week. I'm finna tell you right now. We'll probably try to talk. I'll try to talk one of the guys into coming on the channel and being with us on next Sunday, but we're also be giving away a bunch of shit. So I wanted to show this as well. Real quick before we get into more Fox Days of Christmas stuff, you're gonna want to see this shit. You're gonna want to be here next week, bro. You're gonna want to be here next week. So MF Customs, I'm pretty sure this is a 3D print, but MF Customs sent us a vent. Check this out. You guys know who MF Customs is here on the channel? They do. He actually rewired my Terminator X for coil on plug, and he also did the Gen 2. So, yeah, I think that's 3D print. Anyways, this is for the Holly Terminator, the handheld. Stick that sumbitch right in there. See that? That's kind of a nice piece. Look, it's even got the tabs for the top. Pretty cool. Wonder what it would take to put the tabs on the bottom, or that would just make it hard to put in. Yeah, pretty cool. I look forward to listening in so I can learn all the knowledge about Neo and small. I mean, I appreciate that. Listen, I try to bring as much as I can to the channel, and half the time my shit isn't the right shit. I wouldn't say half, but you do what you want to do. We talk about it on the channel going, get your shit off the jack stands. You build your car the way you want to build your car. If you want to build a budget 302, ain't nobody should say anything to you. You know what I mean? You want to build a budget 351, you do the same thing. I could give you general carnal knowledge of what small block Fords look like. I'm 100% not an expert. I don't know what I'm doing, but I just appreciate you guys, listening in on Sunday and watching my videos. And, we do some cool shit here on our channel. We broke them. We fixed them. We broke them. Appreciate the giveaways, man. Getting ready to order the BMR torque boxes and control arms. Also install my Unisteer. Hell yeah, man. Yes. So NJC, that is what it does. So I don't know if he has these for sale on his site or whatever. I don't know. Dan, you want to chime in here? But I think these are 3D printed. Why didn't you put the 3 tabs on the other side? Because I think this is a metal. If I remember correctly, this is a metal framing that's part of the hell am I talking about? The metal framing that's part of the dash itself. Is that why? Because the tab doesn't if you look at the vents on some of the foxbody ones, they actually, you can push them in or something. I'm pretty sure that's probably why. But that's where the Holly thing goes. Pretty fire, huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Ron. That's a cool event for sure. What's up, Jason Fields? I seen you in chat earlier, but I didn't get a chance to say hello to you. Big shout to Jason Fields. He actually won and gave back to the channel. And I'm going to bring it back up, Jason. I'm sorry I got to talk about it, bro. I got to talk about it. Jason Fields, the type of people that's on my channel, man. This guy is a real. I talked to him at Foxtoberfest for like 2 hours. Had a great conversation with him. Had a great time. You know, met a new friend, man. You know, and that's what this shit's all about. If I didn't like Fox bodies and didn't have a passion for the car as much as everyone else is, you know, I probably would have never met that dude. But anyways, he won a Malwood clutch pedal assembly, which I think was like a $700 hydraulic clutch pedal assembly. He got it to his house, decided he didn't want to put it in his car 6 months later, ended up sending it back to me, and I ended up giving it away to somebody here in Ohio who ended up putting it in the Fairlane. Ain't that some dope shit? He's a good person. Not good people right there, man. It's hard to meet good people, man. Sometimes it's just hard to meet good people. They're available on the website for those who are interested. How about we give this away and you just send me another one? Putting you on the spot. Uh-oh. Give me a second. I told y'all my internet, right around about an hour. It's always my internet. This shit is stupid. We back? We good? Give me that thumbs up. All right, here we go. So y'all know how my shit works here on my internet. Right around about an hour every damn time. So we're going to give this away. If that's cool with Dan. So if you don't have a Holley Terminator Rex, like, don't go in on it. This is for folks that have a dash. You got to take your pad out. I would highly suggest taking the pad out. It's 3 bolts on the back side of the pad. It's really not that hard to get to. It's kind of a pain in the ass if it's installed, but you don't have to take the dash out. Just saying, you just got to get up in there and know where there's 3 bolts to a pad. Matter of fact, we're doing one right now. I'll show you. We restore, Cousin Paul does a really good job on the channel. We've been restoring dashes for many years. Like, our shit's got to be perfect before it leaves, or it doesn't leave. So let's check this out. So yeah, look at that. Goes right in the little dash pad. I'm gonna install this and now be able to get it out. 100%. Look how big that fits. I'm not gonna push it all the way in. Some bitch. If you got a Holley Terminator X, man, you still get the vents. Check it out. It's even got like a little divider so the heat doesn't go behind the LCD. That's some cool shit, Dan. How much these things go for, Dan, on your site? The little cable goes in right here. See the cable going right here? What do these go for on the site? But anyways, if you're going to try to install it, there's 3 bolts in the back of your pad. Just take your damn pad out. There's probably a bunch of freaking crackers and candy and shit that's been from 35 years of sticking shit on your dash behind that anyway. So it'll be a good time to clean that shit off. And if you got a pad that's junk, you can get these repop anyways. But there's 3 little bolts. Pull the pad out. Install it the right way, because you got to get the vent out, you got to pull tabs from the back side of it anyways. So what do thing go for? $89? Oh shit, that's a $90 item. Let's go. On my want list. So if we're gonna give it away, right now, Dan. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. If you're interested in this Holley Terminator X vent, this is for sale on MF Customs site. If you guys don't know who you could type in MF Customs in Google, guys. It's gonna come right up. These are for sale. Again, he also does the Gen 2 modification that we did with the white car here. Made 1,000 with it. He basically uses all the Ford plugs. He does quite a bit of work on that. He also did our other Terminator X and converted it to coil on plug, which we're putting in the coupe. So There's other stuff on the site. He does the plug adapter to. He can actually, you can put this adapter in your foxbody Mustang and put a Terminator X ECU in without changing the harness. You just don't. I think you only get like one input or something like that. So if you're having like ECU problems, I mean, it's a, you know, the adapter isn't cheap, but neither are A9Ls anymore, and you take a chance at it. So. No, I'll have to link it. So I have links shut off on the channel because people would come in here and try to link shit. Anyways, let's go ahead. And first of all, why has it got coyote bullshit sitting on my screen? Mr. Hanlon. It's coyotes aren't bullshit, but anything saw Andrew talk about. Coyote. Next week, you should probably be on the live, Andrew, so we could talk a little coyote pushrod shit while we give away some cool stuff I'm about to show. So anyways, hashtag vent. Hashtag vent, V-E-N-T. Let's go with it. Come on. And if you haven't hit that like already, come on now. Y'all should already be hitting that like. We gave away about $300 worth of shit already. Let's go with it. Hashtag vent. You got a Holly, let's make it happen. It actually looks pretty cool. And again, like I said, it's got a splitter in it, so when the heat or the AC come up through, it doesn't go to the back of the Holly. That's a pretty neat little design. It fit really good, shit. Boy, if you win it, man, I swear, I'm keeping it if you win it, Dan. There ain't no lie about that. Yeah, it definitely fits really good. I want to push it all the way in, but I know this has got a metal bracket. I don't want to have to ruin it for somebody. Pretty nice piece. That'll be pretty fire. I bought one similar to this that was part of a GoPro mount or something. I don't remember. I have Weber's. That won't fit in my 4i dash. No, it sure won't. I mean, you could saw it out if you want there, Brent. Shit. We'll let that run for a second. Anyways, while that's running, we're going to be next week, 5 days of Christmas. One of the first things we're going to be giving away. Like I said, I still got a couple things coming in from Hanlon and Stifflers, but we got a, what happened? Here we go. We got a Trick Flow 21-100, 25-100. This is a really good spring kit for stock E7 heads and anything GT40. So if you got a real budget build going on, shit, you could even do the 351 Windsor stock heads. They're the same damn head, E7 heads. Trick Flow 2500-100. Second thing we're going to be giving away next week, courtesy of our people at Trick Flow again, is a stage 2. 3? I'll say it's stage 3. We ain't messing around with this camshaft. Trick Flow stage 3 camshaft for somebody's build. I'm going to go ahead and open this one. It almost fell out of the damn box. So, like, again, this is all next week for the other Fox Days of Christmas. I end up sitting on that shit again. What we got here? From our boy at Anderson Ford Motorsports, we got another N41 camshaft to give away. Thank you, Donnie D, for sending us another one. And what else? So that's what we got for now. We got a couple of the things coming in the mail. So, yo, that's what I'm talking about. Man cam. All right, here we go. I'm going to pick event. You guys ready? NJC Fox, congratulations. MF Customs Custom Dash. Hell yeah, look at that. Nice piece. I wanted to show that off. Dan had sent me that a couple weeks ago, about a month ago or so. So I wanted to make sure that I, gave it due diligence. He sent it to me for free. Said, check this out, put it in your car. Said, you know what? Hell yes. I got N41. Love that cam. Sounds pretty good. You need to close that play. You know what? You ain't wrong. Shit, I sat on that shit. It wouldn't have been a good day, huh? Shit, that would have been a good day at all. So anyways, going back to the last thing we're going to talk about, and then we're going to go ahead and get off the live. We're talking about the 363, and we're talking about the coupe build. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I have not been motivated at all to pull that car in. I mean, we've been sitting under, we got 62 inches of snow. It's no excuse. Like our basic plan right now, and I'm going to get into the trick flow thing I was talking about earlier. The basic plan right now is to pull the 363 out of the white car, which we know works. We just got it rebuilt. One of the issues that we've had building that engine is we had to go with a set of pistons that didn't have a big dish to it. So they weren't really boost pistons. I mean, they were, but they weren't. Especially running with the 56cc, 57cc heads that are on it. The rebuttal to that we didn't want to run any 12. We didn't run anything past 14 or even 14, 15 pounds that we were running was a little iffy. I didn't want to run too much on that piston because I didn't want to blow the ringland up, melt it or whatever. Long story short, we reach out to Trick Flow. We're pulling the 363 out of the white car, the trans, the driveline, the axle, everything. We're going to put it in the coupe, which should have been in the coupe to begin with. We're going to do a couple twin turbos. We're going to take the top end apart, and we're going to put a Trick Flow intake on it and a set of brand new. I'm fortunate enough to say that I'm getting a set of Trick Flow 227s to show off on our build next year, and super humble to even have that opportunity. But part of doing that means that the AFRs that are on the channel that's done well for us all these years, it's time to upgrade. It's time to get a better cylinder head in some of my turbo builds. So we're going to start doing away. We already killed the game with the Trick Flow 170s with the 387. Love the Trick Flow 170s. Those are actually going on our stock bottom end build that we're going to build. We're going to put those because they've been ported. They're really nice pieces. And we got those from McBride Racing ported. He's been very fast with those heads and old school, not a big head. I could make more power with more of a cylinder head, but those flow about 300 CFM. And, I'm pretty happy with that, with what we got going on with the stock bottom end build. It'll be plenty of cylinder head for us. So slap an old budget on 3 turbo kit, which we got sitting in that box up there, and make some power in the black car. But anyways, going back to the 363, that's what we're going to go with. We're going to put the 227 11Rs on from Trick Flow rails, and the Trick Flow EFI style carbed intake. So we're kind of changing it up quite a bit, putting it in the coupe, putting in a couple turbos behind it. So AFRs are a thing of the past. We're going to go ahead and pull them out the 363 and get rid of the other ones that we have at this. We're going to probably sell them to Dave Willis, who bought our production block 1,000 horsepower 408 that we had that we never split or broke. So it's pretty cool. You guys get a chance, I'm going to bring that back up.
Our seats.
Not that one. Good stuff coming with Stifflers 2025. Still the wrong one.
Require
In a fox body, because that's what.
So as you can see, at the Trick Flow booth, got a chance.
This is tomorrow's video.
The same cylinder good as they do a lot of giveaways like this
227.
with some really good stuff. Today here at PRI was the first day that Trick Flow offered the brand new Trick Flow 227 11Rs for sale. These are the same cylinder heads that we're going to be teaming up with Trick Flow in 2025 on our coupe. Some of the best cylinder heads you're ever going to buy. These heads are available.
I can't believe they're 227s and they still have the standard bolt.
Available in 58 and 66 cc chambers, and the 66 chamber will be available first quarter.
So the one that Tony put on his car is 58s. He's got a higher compression nitrous 410 408 Windsor in his in White Cracker, which you'll see that tomorrow. It's just part of the video. The 227s that are coming in the first quarter, January-ish, are 66 cc's. So that's going to help us quite a bit on our 363 build. Plus, it's a 227 CNC head. It's going to make more power. It's going to be just awesome right out of the box. So we're going to make sure we get our titanium retainers and some good spring kits and stuff like that on them. But I did want to show those, those folks that are interested in getting some cylinder heads that have no problem, that want to buy a really, really good quality head.
Some really good stuff. Today,
227s are available.
if you haven't already followed the channel, you should, as they do a lot of giveaways like this with some really good stuff. Today here at PRI was the first day that TrickFlow offered the brand new TrickFlow 22711Rs for sale. These are the same cylinder heads that we're going to be teaming up with TrickFlow.
Anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, what else we got to talk about? So we gave away the MF Customs custom dash vent. We gave away a set of torque boxes today. So big shout to Matt Wright for the torque box reinforcements, man. Hopefully those go to your car and make sure that your car is nice and safe. Big shout to NJC for the vent. He just won the vent here for the Holly Terminator. Big thanks to Shelby County for the $5 super chat, man. I think those valves are going to be okay. I would definitely check piston the valve. If that's what you were going to go with. So anyway, yeah. Got a couple more minutes left, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit the road. Again, we will be live streaming the 28th next week for the other Fox. You're not going to want to miss this. I'm going to have a couple guests, I hope, if they got time. If not, it's going to be just me, you, and, just your boy Neo. You know what I mean? So whatever. We'll have a good time regardless of what shakes down. But guys, I just wanted to make you guys understand that, this shit's been hard. We're going through a lot here right now. Not so much personal life, but business and personal. We're going through a lot of shit. And we're going to get through it. It's the end of the year. I don't know if you guys feel the same way I do, but there's a lot of pressure around, Christmases, because I got 3 birthdays in this month as well. Now I'm just trying to knock it out of the park as a dad. I'm trying to knock it out of the park as a single father and try to, and try to do what I can do here on YouTube with you guys here and talk some foxbody shit. I love this stuff. I love doing the Sunday live stuff. I'm very, very sorry that I miss it sometimes. Sometimes it's a little sporadic every other week or some shit like that. But, we're going to kick off the new year. We're going to finish the year giving some shit away and have some good time. Get my little ho-ho yo-yo hat on. And then first of the year, we're going to kick it off with some of the best mods that you could probably put on your car at the beginning of the year or whatever, kind of go back to some of that whiteboard, talking some fox body shit with some of my friends and stuff. But I get it. If some of you guys out there feeling the same pressure I am, man, we'll get through it. You know what I mean? Christmases are tough for me because I don't want to disappoint anybody in my family and the people that I take care of. And I'm sure some of you guys kind of feel the same way. But nonetheless, it's holidays. Spend some time with your family and friends. Call up one of your homeboys that you ain't talked to, or one of your friends, and one of your family members you ain't talked to in a long time, and maybe kind of say hello, and take a shout out and say, Merry Christmas. To be honest with you, that might go a lot further to you than you think. To them than you think. Reach out. Do yourself a favor this week. Maybe consider calling that person and that friend that you ain't talked to in a while. They might be going through some stuff right now as well that you may not be able to know because they're just not going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe reach out to some of your people, your family, your friends, and make sure they know that they're missed and they're loved, especially for this, the new year and Christmas. Because, I'm not the only one that feels that type of stuff at the end of the year. But we're going to get through it. We're going to kill it. We're always going to do well because we're going to do it until we're going to fail until we win. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But try to keep you guys motivated here on the channel. I get that coupon here. I'm literally going to be on crazy mode. I'm going to try to do as much. My content may suffer a little bit, not so much music, not so much, not really suffer, but you know what I mean? We're going to be doing a lot of work to try to get that car even running by the time spring, summer hits. So, anyone here ever dealt with the DOE heads? Yeah. 72 cc's, I think, or 68. I don't remember. Family first, 100%. Reach out. I'm telling y'all, reach out to that family member or that friend that you ain't talked to in a long time, and go reach out to your boy and or that friend that make sure they're okay. Thanks, Danny, for what you do, Foxbody. I appreciate you, Ron, for just listening to us, brother. I haven't done nothing to my car yet this winter, but yeah, it's Christmas, about family, best present. You're 100%. Watching my kids open their gifts and taking care of my mom and dad because they're retired. You know, I take care of them. You know, making sure that everybody that surrounds me is taken care of is my Christmas gift. You see what I mean? And being able to do what I do in my life, I'm humbled to be doing what I'm doing, and I'm super humbled to just be having 80 to 100 people listen to me talk some shit on a Sunday. So, Big Mike, man, appreciate you. Later, Neo. I'll see you next week. All right, brother. Appreciate this. The $20 super chat. It'll go to do things like this here on the channel, man. Appreciate everybody. What's up, McBride? Hey, we got to get together. Speaking, I just spoke about you a couple times in this live stream. We got to get together with the Axle. Nothing's moved yet since the last time we talked. I know I didn't get a chance to see you at PRI, so make sure we'll get set up for that. Anyways, Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm going to let you guys go. It's good talking to everybody. Big shout again to Matt Wright and NJC Fox for the stuff that they win. Got a lot of cool shit to win by the end of the week. So make sure you don't miss out next week. Appreciate the super chat from Big Mike and from Shelby County. We'll put that money to good use here on the channel for our builds and for our stuff that we're giving away. So appreciate everybody. Make sure you say, you say Merry Christmas and your loved one to your family. Get your shit off the jack stands. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Shit. All right. We'll see you soon. Hey, got a video tomorrow. Make sure it's sitting right here. We just showed you a little bit. Take 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Take a peek at my video. And yeah, merch at neomustangs.com. Anyways, we'll see you soon. I love y'all. See you next week. Merry Christmas.